Hi students, I am Premchandar K, lecturer in computers, working at SRR Government Arts and Science College, Karimnagar. In last few classes, we discussed about definition of computer, parts of a complete computer system, hardware, software, user, data. Hardware is divided into four major categories: input output devices, processor, memory, storage. In last few classes we completely discussed about hardware categories. Now we look at the second part, or a complete computer system second part, that is software. Here hardware means set of electronic devices or mechanical devices which make up a computer is called as hardware. A hardware can be measured in terms of weight, length, breadth, etc. We can touch with our human hand, we can see it. Then what about software? What is software? Software means set of electronic instructions, is called as programs. These are called as software. So here software means set of electronic instructions. Remember that computer is an electronic device. So here software means set of electronic instructions, whereas hardware is an electronic device, computer is an electronic device. Everywhere we are using the term electronic. So here to perform any work with this electronic device, the instruction should be in electronic format. So here software means set of electronic instructions called as programs. These are called as software. So here the programs, set of electronic instructions in group called as a program. Set of programs is called as software. So here a software is the basic unit of electronic instructions. Then why electronic instructions? Because computer is an electronic device, so the instructions must and should be electronic instructions. Software brings life to the machine. Without software, hardware cannot perform anything. To perform any task, it should be activated or instructed by the user through software. So here software is an important part of a computer system. Without software, it is impossible to work or to perform any task with the hardware. Simply, our body is considered as hardware, because we can touch our nose, we can touch our head, we can touch our ears. Like that we can touch all our body parts. So here similar to hardware, our body parts also having different functions, different sizes and different parts, named as different parts. These parts should be activated or should function under the control of brain. So here treat as brain also hardware. Whenever there is inhale and exhale, that is if you can breathe, then only your brain get oxygen and it works. Whenever brain works, then only we can move our hand or anything. Without your brain activity, without brain instruction, no body part can be moved. Even though you are in sleep, you are lying on bed, you are taking your breathing, that is continuously inhaling and exhaling is taking place. So like that here we can see eye, we can see ear, we can see hand, but we can't see the air which is we are taking inside and we are leaving outside. So here that inhale and exhale, the reciprocation system giving human as a living body. Whenever we stop breathing, then that body cannot move even a single finger also. So here your breathing deciding to move your body parts under the control of brain system or under the control of brain. So here brain require, each and every body require some type of oxygen or it require oxygen. Like that here your breath bringing life to your body. Like that here software brings life to the hardware or the machine. Without software, any hardware cannot perform anything. It is simply a machine. Consider electrical device, not electronic device, electrical device. Take as a ceiling fan or a table fan. You can see the table fan, you can see the ceiling fan, you can weight, you can measure it, but without giving power supply to it, it cannot function. So we are giving some electrical power supply through cables or through the electric cords. So here that electric cord or wire taking current to the device, then automatically it started rotating, giving air to us. So here we can see the electrical device fan, but we can't see the power supply or we can't see the electric. So here it taking the current from the socket and started functioning. Like that here any hardware without software could not perform any action. For that purpose, software is an important part of a complete computer system. So here a complete computer system consisting of four major parts or four parts. First one is hardware, second one is software, third one is user, fourth one is data. So here hardware, mechanical devices we can see, but software is set of electronic instructions. These instructions transform or forwarded from one device to another device through electronic circuits which are printed on the motherboard. For computer motherboard, it having electronic paths. Like that for mouse, it consisting of some electronic circuits inside it. For motherboard, for pen drive, for disk, whatever you may take the electronic devices, is it consisting of the electronic circuits to transfer data or instructions from one part to another part. So on the electronic circuit paths, this electronic instructions or data transfer from one device to another device. Without software, a computer is simply a blind and deaf machine. It could not perform anything. Okay, then what are the different types of softwares exist? Broadly, softwares are divided into two types. First one is operating system, generally called as abbreviated as OS or system software. So here operating system or OS or system software, it is the software category. Second one is application software. Here application software are used for a specific purpose. We will discuss operating system today, and in next classes we discuss about application software. Remember that complete computer system consisting of four parts: hardware, software, user, data. Hardware divided into four categories: input output devices, processor, memory and storage. Here software means set of electronic instructions to perform anything with the hardware is called as software. Software brings life to the machine. So without software, hardware cannot perform any operations or any task. Here softwares are again divided into two types: operating system, popularly abbreviated as OS or system software, then application software. So here a chart showing types of software. A software divided into system software and application software. So here system software again divided into three types, whereas application software divided into two major types. System software, we'll look at in this unit about system software only. Then in next coming units we will discuss about application software. Now we leave the part application software. Don't remember that application software at this present moment. We will discuss in the next few classes. Now we discuss about system software. Left side part only we are discussing. This system software again divided into three types: system management program, that is operating system; database management system; network management system. These are the system management programs. Second one is system support programs. So here system utility software, system performance software, system security monitoring program. Third one, system development program, programming language translators, programming editors, case tools, etc. are treated as system software. But here we discuss about only operating system. Then what is operating system? So here an operating system is a software. It is a master control program. It governs all the hardware and software programs. It acts as a mediator between machine and user by providing user interface. So here consider operating system is a software. Sometimes some persons are in practical exams, your external examiner may ask whether operating system is a hardware or software. Don't get confused. Operating system is a software. It can run the machine, but it is not a hardware. Without operating system, human also not interact with the hardware. We will look at what is hardware, what is software, what is operating system, why it is acting as a mediator. So in next few minutes we discuss about it. Now operating system is a software, not a hardware. Most of the students get confused whether operating system is a hardware or software. It is a purely software. It is used to run the hardware. Without operating system, hardware cannot perform any task. Okay. So here it is a master control program. Why it is a master control program? Operating system is a group of programs. Here operating system simply not a single program. It is a group of programs. What are the different types of programs included in the operating system? See, for performing any work with the keyboard, it requires special software, because there are so many types of keys there. Each and every key assigned with a particular alphabet or particular sign or particular number. So here to perform or to work with the keyboard, it requires some instructions. Those instructions grouped as a keyboard instructions. And there is a output device, monitor is there. So here to work with the monitor it requires some instructions. These are bundled at a separate program, that is display unit program. And there is a mouse. For mouse also it requires some type of instructions. Both are keyboard and mouse are standard input devices nowadays, but keyboard instructions are different. At the same time mouse instructions also different. So here mouse program or mouse instructions are named under some mouse program. Like that here each and every electronic device or each and every device such as random access memory, keyboard, mouse, another one pen drives or storage devices, CD drive, floppy drive, each and every device specially have some instructions. So here all these instructions bundled or grouped together and named as operating system. So here operating system means it is not a single program, it is a group of programs of different hardware categories. Each and every hardware have specific instructions. So here those instructions are activated whenever that particular device is used. Consider you want to read a CD or a DVD by inserting into DVD slot. Then DVD drive instructions are loaded and the CD or DVD is read by computer. So here whenever you use the particular device, then only automatically that group of program, among that group of programs particular program is activated and that device is get functioned. Until unless without using it, most commonly usable program instructions or devices are activated and they are ready to accept commands from you. Basically keyboard, it is most probably used input device. So keyboard, mouse, pen drive, like that common required programs are activated. The remaining programs are stored, but whenever user want to perform particular task, here the task means you want to read data or you want to watch a movie from DVD, then only DVD is activated. Until unless without inserting or without activating that particular device, it keep quite aside. So here this master control program consisting of individual devices, programs or instructions. So here operating system is a master control program. It governs all the hardware and software programs. Governing means just it observe. Just like for a state there is a governor exists, or governor is the person who governs the administration, law, etc. within the specific limit or within the state. So here whenever there is a problem arises, law and control or any other thing, then governor can initiate a measuring step to control the problems or to rectify the problem. Like that here it governs all the hardware and software program. So here software is different category, hardware is different category. There are so many hardware devices exist, whether all the devices are functioning properly or not. If the device is not functioning properly, then it gives a message to the user particular device is not working properly, there is an error. Whenever you may observe that, suppose you want to have attaching external devices or external pen drives or anything to your mobile phone or laptop, then it displays a message, there is a threat or there is a virus in the program. that could be initiated by the operating system. So here it governs, it could not perform directly. It governs what happening inside within the hardware and within the software programs. It acts as a mediator between machine and user. So here it is a mediator between machine and user. What is the meaning of mediator? Mediator is a person who convey messages from one language to another language and the answer from another language to this person language. Then that person is act as a mediator. There are so many persons act as a mediator in our real life. Do you give any examples? Land mediator. Whenever you buy or sell a land, then a mediator can show you a person or can show a land. If you want to purchase a land, then that land mediator show the land and he can explain the best features or the disadvantages of that land. If you satisfy with his demonstration, then he arranges with the owner to discuss further activities to be done between you people. So here that mediator convey or compromises both of the buyer and seller. So this function is done by a mediator. But here computer operating system act as a mediator between user and machine. Here the function is not similar to land dealing person, but here computer knows only one language. That language is called as machine language. Computer knows only one language. That language is called as machine language. Whereas we are human beings, we know languages, several languages we know. There are so many languages exist. Some are verbal languages, non-verbal languages, and oral languages also there without having any script. This type of languages so many have are used by human beings, but for a computer it knows only one language. That language is called as machine language. We know human languages: Telugu, Hindi, English, or other state languages: Malayalam, Tamil, Kannada, Gujarati, Marathi, etc. There are so many languages exist. Here computer known language is machine language. So whenever user want to interact with the computer, whenever user want to communicate with the computer or to perform any work with the computer, we as a user issue commands in our human language, consider basically as English language. We give instruction or we issue a command in English language. It could not be understood by the operating system because operating system knows one language, that is the machine language. So here operating system convert human language into machine language. Operating system convert human language into machine language. Then that machine or hardware or computer perform the given task and give a result in machine language only. Why it is written in machine language? Because computer knows only one language. That language is machine language. Here computer giving result again in the machine language. This machine language is not understood by the user, because user language are human language, computer language is machine language. The result is in machine language to understood by the user. Again operating system convert machine language answer into human language. So this could be done by with the help of operating system only. That's why it acts as a mediator between machine and user. This entire process can take by using an interface. So operating system is a master control program. It governs all the hardware and software programs. It acts as a mediator between machine and user by providing user interface. An operating system also called as system software. Don't get confused. System software is another name of operating system. So here operating system and system softwares are both are same. There is no difference. A computer system has many resources. So here resources means there are so many hardware and softwares are exist. These are called as resources. Utilization of resources is most important criteria which may be required to complete a task. A given task could be completed with the help of using hardware and software categories, or it uses both the hardware and software. The commonly required resources are input output devices, memory, storage, CPU. So here to perform any work, to complete any task, these are the minimum devices should be used. You have to issue instructions with the help of keyboard. Then that instruction is moved to the random access memory, then forwarded to or fetched by the processing unit, then it send it to the display unit. Whenever the result want to be stored by the user, then it is stored in a storage device. So here there are so many number of more than one hardware device is initiated or used to complete a task. Entire hardwares work under the controlling of software. The operating system act as a manager of the above resources and allocates them to specific programs and users. So here like a manager or your father in your home, he can assign any work to his children or his entire family members. So here it acts as a manager. It can utilize any resource, whether it is hardware or software, and allocate a specific function to the particular hardware or software. This could be done by the operating system only. Whenever necessary to perform a particular task, these hardware and softwares are utilized by the operating system. Therefore, operating system is the resource manager. It is acting as a mediator, it is governing, and it acts as a manager for the available resources. So here what are the resources? Whether it is a hardware or it is a software, whatever it may be, it can utilize without any hesitation, and all the devices works under the control of central processing unit. Here central processing unit works under the control of operating system. So here operating system is a master control program. It can manage the resources of computer system internally. So here all the resources are work under the control of operating system. So here operating system can utilize the services of devices separately at a particular required time. The resources are processor, memory, file storage and input output device. In simple terms, an operating system is the interface between the user and machine. So here user may provided an interaction with the hardware, that is called as interfacing. Here computer is a machine whereas human being is a live person. Here these two are having some interaction. At the same time these two persons not have similar formalities or similar processing. Here human knows human language whereas computer knows computer language or machine language. So here operating system acting as an interface or acting as a mediator through providing an interface. So here user is allowed to interact with the computer or the machine. That interface is provided by with the help of operating system. So see here, user want to interact with the hardware. User cannot directly interact with the hardware. In between user and hardware, there should be application program. User can interact with the application program. That application program also not able to perform interaction directly with the hardware. So here see, here a down arrow means user want to interact with the hardware or to perform any work with the hardware. At that time user giving instruction through the application program. Here this application program or user given instructions received by the application program. Application program forward the user given command or instruction to the operating system. Here operating system convert human given command, that is English language command or any other vernacular language commands, into machine language. We will discuss machine language and what are the bits and bytes, what is the memory unit storage capacities in next class. So here operating system convert human language codes or commands into machine language because it should be interacted or work with the hardware. Hardware knows only machine language. So automatically user given command received by the application program then it forwarded to operating system. Operating system converts human language instruction into machine language, then forwarded to hardware. So here this entire process for discussion taking more than 2 to 3 minutes. For understanding it may take 5 to 10 minutes also, but for computer it could be done within fraction of seconds. How it is possible? Because system works at a high speed. So here system work at a high speed. This high speed can be measured in nanoseconds. For human beings, seconds is very smallest time unit, but for computers, second is a very biggest time unit. It divide a single second into nanoseconds. That is, it divide a single second into 100 crores parts. So that is nanosecond. Here hardware, after receiving the user given command in machine language, process it, whether if it is a simple alphabet to display, then it forwarded to output device. Suppose it is an arithmetical logical section, then it is forwarded to arithmetic logical unit. So after processing, the hardware again give result in machine language to operating system. So this is the one way. First one, user command is given to applications, forwarded through application software to operating system. Operating system, after receiving the user command, convert into machine language, then forwarded to hardware. This is the one step, one by one, up to hardware. After processing it, that hardware returns the result to the operating system. Now here it is taking place from hardware to operating system. Whenever operating system receives the instruction result, whatever it may be, that result is in machine language, then again this machine language result is retranslated to human language, because we understood human language only. If the result is in the group of zeros and ones, then we can't understand the result. To avoid that type of difficulties, here hardware given a result in machine language, that result is retranslated into human language by the help of operating system. So after converting machine language result into human language, it is forwarded to application software. Then application software, it display or it gives the result which is commonly understood by the user. Here for discussion or for understanding, it may taking more time, but for a computer it could be done within fraction of seconds. Here there are two questions most probably repeated several times in university examination. For short answer, what is software? For short answer, define operating system. These are the most probably commonly asking or repeatedly asking question. For long question, what is software? Discuss different types of softwares. What is operating system? Discuss different types of operating systems. So here operating system is a very small unit whenever compared with the other units, but there is a much choice to get 14 marks within the short unit, because here most repeated question is what is software or what is operating system. Then what is operating system? Discuss different types of operating system. Here operating system functions we will discuss in next class. It is a long question. Now here understood at a glance, software is set of electronic instructions called as programs. These programs called as software. Software is divided into two types: operating system or system software. Operating system popularly called as OS or system software also called as. Second one is application software. So here software divided into system software and application software. Operating system is a software. It is a master control program It governs all the hardware and software programs. It acts as a mediator between machine and user by providing user interface. Operating system also called as software. So here operating system interact through user with the help of application software. Hardware can be interact with the user through operating system and application software. Today we stop here. In next few classes we discuss functions and other types of operating system. Have a nice day. Thank you.